guys, welcome back to Midnight Violets. Today we're going to be doing a foundation routine. This is the technique and the products that I use when I want a flawless look, when I want a glowing look, and when I just kind of want my skin to look really, really good. Except for underneath, it really doesn't. You will have to forgive my hair today. I'll be honest with you guys, I couldn't be bothered to do it, so I didn't. I'm pregnant. That's my excuse. If anyone has done any videos or has any favourite videos on really quick, simple, easy hairstyles, please let me know down below because I think I need them. But hair aside, if you want to know how to get flawless glowing skin, then just keep watching. So as you can see, I'm going with this rather sexy grey headband today. I've already moisturised my skin. I've used a nice hydrating one to give a nice base. Not too hydrating though, because you don't want it to make your makeup slip off through the day. For primer, I'm going to give you two options. Both from the same brand, both very, very good primers. So they're both from bareMinerals and they're both the Primetime primers. One of them is the Brightening one and the other is the Neutralizing one. So if you're watching this video thinking you want the brightening benefits from the look, go for the Brightening one. Or if you kind of want more of an even skin tone and you're looking for coverage, go for the Neutralizing one. My personal favourite is the Neutralizing one though, so that's what I'm going to use today. This is the only high-end product that I'll be using in today's video though, because I didn't want to use loads of expensive products. For concealer, I always prefer to use a creamy or stick-based one when I'm looking for full coverage, as I find they do give a much better coverage than, say, a liquid concealer. Something that I've been loving lately is this one from Makeup Revolution. It's their Ultra Cover and Conceal palette. This one here is in light and I love it because it does have a really nice light shade, which I find suits my pale skin. They do of course have other shades available as well. So I'm just using the lighter shade in the palette and I'm just going over any areas of red on my skin. And as you can see, it does do a really good job of covering up all of these red patches I've got. I'm just using a standard concealer brush here, but a small dome shaped brush would also work really well if you've got one of those to hand. In the winter I tend to put a little bit of concealer just on my nose, so that when I go outside it doesn't go quite as red. Catching it before it's a problem. And I'm just going under my eyes as well. If you've got a personal favourite concealer for using under the eyes, use that. But I find this one's a really good coverage and it doesn't crease on me, so I just tend to use the same thing. So hopefully you can see I'm starting to look a lot less red in my skin tone. I know that the concealer is not blended perfectly and evenly, but I'm going to be putting foundation over the top. I'm going to be using something that I don't really hear anyone talk about, but it is literally one of my holy grail favourite foundations ever. It has such a good coverage, but it also is not heavy or cakey. It's nice and light, and it actually kind of gives like a slight airbrush finish to the skin. It makes it look more even in texture as well as in colour. So this wonderful foundation that I'm talking about is the Autograph Smooth Matte Mousse Foundation. It just comes in a jar like this. Let me give you a quick look inside as well. So it looks like that. The shade I have is Ivory, which is a really great match if you've got very pale skin like me. It's not too yellowy, it has got a slight pinkier tone to it. But they do have loads of shade for those that have different skin tones to me. So I'm just using this with a Real Techniques sculpting brush. It is actually meant for contour, but I find it works really, really well for foundation as well. Any big style of buffing brush like this is going to work best for you because it gives a slightly higher coverage and it also doesn't leave a streaky finish. I would say the finish of this foundation is like a satin finish. I'm going to be using a nice glowing powder to set it with, not highlighter, don't worry, just something that kind of gives a bit of extra glow to the skin. But if you want a matte look, just put your standard matte powder on it and you can have a nice matte look with this foundation as well. It's really quite versatile like that. So the powder that I'm going to use is this one here from Bourjois. It's actually one of their first ever products that they released, and they've recently brought it back. Woohoo! Thank you very much, Bourjois. It's their Poudre de Riz de Java. I tried to pronounce that in another video, and again I'm going to apologise for my French. In English though, it's the Java rice powder. So what it is a very finely milled loose powder which has got a nice glow to it, or in the words of Bourjois, illuminating. It is slightly tinted as well, if you can see that, so it may not work if you've got a very deep skin tone. And I'm just using a standard kabuki brush for this. It also smells quite floral, so if you're kind of put off by smells in your makeup, may not be the one for you. Obviously I would normally finish off the rest of my makeup. I do my brows, some eye makeup, some blush, maybe some bronzer, some lip gloss, lipstick. You can finish the look off however you want, but I'm not going to show you me doing that today because this is a foundation video. But this is what it looks like with a full face of makeup on. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not actually that fussed with the makeup I've done today. I just tried to do some really simple grungy type thing. I'm not really feeling it though. Let me know in the comments down below your favourite foundation for getting the flawless finish. I'm sure there are more out there that I have no idea even exist. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe down below so you can catch all of my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye guys!